From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, July 7th, 2015. Silver is trading at $15.62 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,165 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $270. Antiwar.com reports at least 12 people were killed and 25 others wounded yesterday when an Iraqi Sukhoi Su-25 warplane accidentally bombed the capital city of Baghdad, dropping its munitions into a residential neighborhood. All of the slain were reportedly civilians. Iraq, which had virtually no air force when the Islamic State war began, bought the Su-24 and Su-25 warplanes from Russia last year. Iraqi officials are blaming yesterday's bombing on a technical failure that led the plane to drop a bomb over the new Baghdad neighborhood, destroying several homes. Officials are trying to downplay the incident, but this is likely to add to concerns among Iraqis that the government doesn't seem to have a handle on the Islamic State war and that the military is simply incompetent whenever it tries to conduct operations. Iraqi officials say the warplane was in the process of conducting a bombing run when the technical failure occurred, which is puzzling because New Baghdad is on the eastern side of the city, comparatively far from any of the Islamic State neighborhood. The closest the Islamic State forces are west of the city along the Anbar province border. In Survivor Max by Davi Barker, 11-year-old Max must survive the zombie apocalypse alone in New Hampshire. Slow-moving and non-thinking, the lame brains swarm his home searching for living flesh. Max must apply his Porcupine Freedom Scouts training to plan his escape, but first he must prove that he's too smart to die. Look for Survivor Max on Facebook and Amazon, or read Chapter 1 free at survivormax.com. UPI reports former Attorney General Eric Holder will return to work for Covington Burling law firm, where he was a partner for 8 years. Holder was the head of the Department of Justice from 2009 until 2015 and was the third longest-serving Attorney General in U.S. history. According to Covington Burling, where Holder was a partner from 2001 to 2009, Holder will focus on complex investigation and litigation matters, including matters that are internal in scope and raise significant regulatory enforcement issues and substantial reputational concerns. Holder was replaced by Loretta Lynch, who was sworn in on April 27th by Vice President Joe Biden after Senate Republicans stalled her nomination for 167 days over abortion language in a human trafficking bill. Timothy Hester, chairman of the firm's management committee, said in a statement, "It is a source of great pride to welcome Eric back to the firm after his distinguished service as Attorney General. Eric's entire private practice career has been as a Covington partner, and we look forward to the role he will again play as a colleague, leader, client advisor, and advocate." Holder said returning to the firm was like coming home. For over 35 years, Robertson Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports New York City has agreed to pay more than $330,000 to 6 Occupy Wall Street protesters who were doused with pepper spray without cause, an incident that helped galvanize the movement during its early days. Lawyer Mark Taylor, who represented 3 of the protesters, said on Monday that the settlements for each of the 6 individuals ranged from $52,500 to $60,000. Taylor said, "We think it's good compensation for the injuries that occurred to our clients. Their settlements, we think, reflects the city's realization that they were very much liable." The deals, which resolved several civil lawsuits filed in Manhattan federal court, come nearly 4 years after Occupy protests swept the country as activists called for greater income equality. The city did not admit wrongdoing as part of the agreements. The incident, captured on video, occurred on September 24th, 2011, just a few days after Occupy protesters set up camp in a park in New York's financial district. The video shows Deputy Inspector Anthony Bologna using pepper spray on several protesters during a march in downtown Manhattan. The New York City Police Department docked Bologna 10 vacation days for violating the departmental policy. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.